Millions of hours are spent every day staring into screens, swiping past a never-ending stream of perfectly polished videos, podcasts, and designs, because it is incredibly easy to consume. But producing that level of media used to require massive resources. To build a highly produced video or a complex visual presentation, you needed specialized teams, expensive software, and dedicated studio space. Today, those physical and financial barriers have collapsed. Artificial intelligence has placed tools that rival professional studios directly onto the laptops and phones sitting on every student's desk. With software capable of automating editing, graphic design, and even writing, the technical playing field is flat. But when anyone can generate flawless code or perfect graphics instantly, the real challenge is no longer technical execution. It is finding a genuine purpose for your work. This immediate access creates a critical dilemma. When you have a machine that can finish a project in seconds, you have to decide if that speed is going to build your creative muscles or lead to a reliance on shortcuts. In an era where software can guide its own processes, technical knowledge alone is no longer a guaranteed advantage. The primary differentiator becomes whether a student uses these tools to scroll through someone else's work or to produce their own. Let's look at the first path. When you hand a complex problem to an algorithm and ask it to do all the heavy lifting, you're treating AI as a crutch rather than a collaborator. This manifests as copying and pasting entire essays without review, publishing fabricated information that sounds plausible, and presenting AI-generated text as original thought. Outsourcing the entire process carries an invisible cost. The struggle of untangling a complex idea is what actually builds critical thinking. When a machine writes the entire draft, your analytical skills erode. Look at how learning has functioned for generations. In a room full of students working purely with pen and paper, there are no algorithmic shortcuts. Every conclusion on the page is earned through intense, independent concentration. When you bypass that concentration, the output suffers. A fully automated project might have perfect grammar, but it lacks personal experience, original perspective, and human soul. If your work is completely devoid of a human viewpoint, a machine can easily replicate it. Relying on fake creativity ensures you are entirely replaceable by the exact algorithm you use to cut corners. But there is a second path. Active creators treat AI as a co-pilot, integrating the software into their workflow to amplify their original ideas. It starts with ideation. When you face a blank page, you can use these systems as an instant brainstorming partner to generate structural options and rapidly organize your initial thoughts. Instead of asking the machine to write a speech, prompt it for 5 unique science project concepts, or ask it to generate a detailed 3-point outline on India's space missions. From there, the human takes over the execution. You can leverage software like Canva for layouts or Adobe Firefly for imagery to bypass the technical bottlenecks that used to slow down production. This allows a single student to take a complex original concept, build out the components, and confidently explain their unique findings to an audience. You can even use these tools to build the confidence needed for those presentations. By prompting an AI to act as a strict teacher or an interviewer, you can run through private, risk-free communication practice until the fear of public speaking fades. The true creator doesn't let the algorithm do the talking. They use it to eliminate friction in the creative process, allowing their own voice to reach a much wider audience. Let's establish the reality of our current economy. An algorithm can synthesize massive datasets and generate perfectly formatted content millions of times faster than you can. But an algorithm cannot understand context. It cannot formulate a long-term vision, assign meaning to a personal struggle, or feel a sense of purpose. Notice how the financial value of repetitive technical execution is dropping quickly as automation improves. Meanwhile, non-technical skills are rapidly rising. We call this the human premium. The highest value assets are no longer just coding. They are emotional intelligence, teamwork, and storytelling. The reason is simple. No matter how advanced our processors become, humans inherently crave genuine connection with other humans. This human element is the driving force behind our most complex engineering. A computer can handle the millions of precise calculations needed to ignite a launch, but it cannot decide that the moon is worth visiting. The tools sitting on your desk are incredibly powerful. Stop scrolling past other people's ideas. Harness these systems to express your own experiences and start creating something meaningful.